The long hunt is over. Was it worth the chase? Come back with the titles and let's find out. Hey everybody, Anthony Dodge, the Maltrain Outsider, the American Outsider. Hey, Night of the Rhomboid Table here, back from Germany with the first video regarding some of the things I picked up in Germany. Now, I've shown them, but we're doing this as a first impressions video. And yeah, we're going to start with the brass ring, the gold ring, whatever you want to call it. I have been hunting for this model for a couple of years. I see them online and I have bids and I've never been able to win it. And there are times where somebody had it, buy it now for a price, which I didn't like the price, so I didn't go for it. And waiting has, at least for now, paid off because I finally got the Lufthansa Express. And even better, it is a digital model as opposed to the analog ones where I would have had to then convert it to digital. So this is a digital one. It is an older digital one. It's got an 8-pin dip switch in there, dip shelter in German. And it definitely very tiny. This is, to me, this is an earlier version of dip switch, but I'm not an expert by any means in such things. Not very knowledgeable at all on what generations are. But yeah, so this is a set. I'm going to display it as a set. Take a look at it. Run it a bit. It's secondhand. So it doesn't need a lot of running in my opinion, just a little bit to air it out. But let's take a look at it and then give you some running shots. All right, so here it is in slanted profile, the Märklin number 26670, a digital upgrade version of the 2667, which you could have gotten as the 2867 in a digital format as well, but that was a even older digital form. It comes with a Class 111 locomotive and 3 cars that light up, individually wired with their own Schleifer, or ski as I call it, pickup shoe. But here it is. Nice detail. This is a car that ran in the 80s and 90s in Germany as the Lufthansa Express from the airport out to Stuttgart and other places that were a couple of hours away. 3 nice coaches. Märklin has released variations of this over the year, including versions that have the version I was most after, which was the Class 103, but I'll take the Class 111. Also, this is still dual mode. It can operate from the track, but it is powered in the catenary. So if you had powered Oberleitung catenary, it would work that way. But this is a more recent edition of this version in digital. I don't know when the last version was released. There's a rail car version as well, which is nice, but this is the version I've wanted, and my search intensified after I got the DC version in Herb's collection, which is the 103. So just a sleek model, not a lot of details in terms of functions. There's no sound. It is purely light. And yes, those lights are flickering. In reality, that's not just a frame rate thing. Might need some contacts cleaned. But as you can see, the 3 cars light up. I have been after this set, as mentioned, for a good 2 years heavily, and I've been looking out for one for more than that. I've wanted one since I saw the model, just because I thought it was a cool looking model. But a very nice set indeed. Those light up cars are wonderful. Now, the parts I got from Herb, it's a Fleischmann set with 2 cars, and Herb had added a Märklin add-on car. Unfortunately, the add-on car does not light up the other car here, but I'm going to add this onto the Consist when I run it. Now, I am not going to give this a full extensive run, and I've already installed it, oiled it up, and done a couple of test runs. And just to keep this video a little shorter and time a little shorter, because I'm working on a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going to give you some shots of this running in and go back to me and then a few more shots. So here it is. Very happy to have it. Okay, so you might see in the back I have added a 4th car. That is the one Märklin car that I got from Herb, but it does not light up. For purists, it might ruin the effect with 3 cars lighting up and one that doesn't. I'm not worried about that now. I just wanted to run a Märklin set. As far as the locomotive goes, this locomotive is secondhand. This entire set has been used, and evidence on the wheels and ski suggests it's been run a bit, not a whole lot, but it has been run. It has been used, but it's still in very, very good condition. I won't say like new, but very close. So all I did was pop the shell, changed the address, cleaned the motor a bit, cleaned the gears just a little bit, added a little bit of oil and lube where one should add it, but not too much because it really is in prime running shape. The only thing I'm really not doing is running it in a half an hour each direction because it really looks like it's already done that. So we're just going to immediately go straight to the up the ramp test and do some other shots as we go along. So here we go, getting ready to go up the incline. The incline starts about right here. And yeah, you can see a little bit of a slowdown there. It is a lightweight locomotive, 351 grams. But also, who knows how long it's been since it's run. So we're going to increase the speed a bit and see if that helps it. So here it comes up its second run up the incline. You can definitely hear a little bit of a slowdown again, but less noticeable and stronger at speed, which you would expect. All right, back to me and then some more running shots. Okay, so we'll get back to some running shots in a minute. What are my first impressions? Well, you saw the couple of tests up the hill. It definitely has a slowdown, but it wasn't struggling. It made it up. It just does slow down. This is a lightweight locomotive. I think I mentioned, and I'll be putting it in, of course. It was 351 grams. That's about as light a locomotive as I have. The cars each have schleifers, pickup shoes, or skis as I call them. And that creates drag. And then I added a fourth car. This is a 3-car set. I added a fourth car. So I don't want to make excuses for it, but considering this loco has not run in who knows how long, it's been in the store, it is secondhand, it looks in great shape, and it's running smoothly. I can't complain about anything. And as I ran it in a bit more, and I did do all the running shots before I spoke here, it definitely got better. So this is a win. I've got the Lufthansa Express, and there's a couple of ways I could potentially light up that last car so it matches. One thing I'm thinking of doing, but I'd have to mess with one of the cars that already light up, run a wire to the a pickup shoe. I've got closed coupler, current conducting closed couplers, and then I could just have one of those cars power the lights I would put in on the car trailing it. So it would take a little bit of wiring, but nothing too tricky to do. But I've got so many other things to work out and work in, and for me, this is just an absolute win. I was ecstatic when I finally found it. The story of Jean Ricard, Joyce, and me at this little shop, Bruning's in Flensburg, and I saw a Roco with the 103 Lufthansa Express right there on a bottom shelf, and I'm all excited that, oh, it's too real, oh man. I wasn't really angry mad, it was just sort of an oh shucks sort of moment. And then Jean is just, Anthony, did you look up at the top? And you look up at the top. There it is! It's the Miracle in One! And so I've got it. I can stop looking for it. I can stop worrying about it. I paid less than the last time I saw it go on eBay. And that was for an analog version. Now, the analog versions are older, maybe rarer, and therefore maybe more valuable. But even the one digital set I saw went for about $100 more than what I paid for this. And so I'm happy with the price. I'm happy with the condition, and I'm very pleased with how it ran. Obviously, time is the true indicator of whether something's quality or not, but for first impressions, this is, I would either be extremely disappointed after all my search, I bought one and got it home and it sucked, but no, this one's running well and I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to leave you with a few more run shots. It will be highlighted, but not the most important guy, as hard as that may be to believe, on next Friday's live stream. But it's definitely going to get its time on camera. So until the next video, which will be shortly after this one, I'm going to say, Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trades. Take care, everybody.